history. And the Stanley Park tennis tournament is one of the largest in North America. This year we had over 800 participants in a variety of events, all the way from all the junior categories through the open categories to the senior and many different levels. So really, there's a spot for anybody who enjoys tennis to be able to play in this tournament. Getting a bit of an example of the amount of power that Dutois is able to generate on that serve using his height fully. I have seen Rien Dutois play before, but it's been quite a while, more in the junior ranks, and so I note right away how much bigger and stronger he has become. I'm very intrigued to see Henry Wren play. I have heard of him, but I have not seen him play, and heard nothing but positives about how he constructs his points and just the physical power of his game. And to me, it's always impressive when a player is not only very proficient in singles, but also in doubles. I believe that if you play doubles regularly and you're good at doubles, it really helps develop certain strokes that you don't get a chance to use as often in singles, but are really valuable for singles, such as net play, the volley, overhead, being comfortable attacking. Now, when we talk about the greatest players of all time, we always compare all the singles Grand Slams and number of tournaments won, but it's interesting to note that the player who has won the most combined number of Grand Slams and overall tournaments, singles and doubles combined, is John McEnroe. So we're about to start. And Rien Dutois won the toss and, of course, has elected to serve.
Rien Dutois to serve. Ready? Play. Love.
Dutois has good kick on that second serve, got it up high over Ren's shoulder. Probably see Ren try to take those balls earlier as the match progresses. That's a very heavy first serve. Very crisp return from Ren. Compact backswing has to be to manage a serve at that pace. I think it will be important for Dutois to not only use power, but mix up his placement and spins, given the quality of return coming from Ren.
Game. Dutois.
That's a very strong opening service game from Dutois. Confident, moving the ball around. And when that's your major weapon, it's important to feel right from the start of the match that it's firing on all cylinders. That was a good example of moving that serve earlier in the first point. He kicked out wide on the ad side net. That time hit the tee, so placement, very effective.
Penny Lane to serve. Low 15.
Good length and pace by both players. Oh, that's a very heavy serve as well. Good wide placement in the deuce court. In my opinion, not much to pick between these two heavy serves. Ren gets his toss way out in front of him, so he's getting all of his body weight behind the serve. That's an equally strong opening service game from Ren. It may come down to one break either in a service game or in the tiebreaker, given the early start. We're seeing quality from both players.
Yeah, you want to pour.
Boy, that is a heavy spin second serve. You could see the ball just shoot off the court with the spin.
Yeah.
Called for a foot fault. First time we've seen that today. Dutoit hitting with more spin on his forehand side compared to Ren, who hits a flatter, really deep ball. I'm wondering if the foot fault call got in a bit into Dutoit's head. He's made a couple of unforced errors since then. Oh, that's a nice pickup at the net by Dutoit. That volley was more difficult than it seemed because the ball was dipping rapidly. Good hands. Dutoit doing a good job of pinning Ren deep behind the baseline with his depth. Another foot fault called, even though the serve was out, but that's something to keep an eye on to see if that becomes unnerving. That error caused by the depth coming off of Ren's deep backhand. So first challenging service game here for Dutoit.
Advantage Ren.
Love the way Ren gets down low for his ground strokes on the backhand there. Tremendous use of the legs. Not only to get down to the level of the ball, but then to use the legs to generate power. Sets up a break point. Oh, caught it. That's where a little bit of topspin helped out Dutoit. He actually caught that ball late, but was able with the spin to hook it into play. It was a bit of a scrambly play, but it's kept him alive in the service game. You can see how the racket pulled up very quickly. That's a sign that he caught it late. And Ren changes up the spin, throwing in a couple of slices there to give Dutoit a different look. Ball doesn't come up as high. If you're hitting with a lot of topspin, you're going to have to increase the angle of the racket head to counter the underspin coming at you. And if you don't, the ball will land short or in the net. Ren gets his break, and he takes the early lead in this first set, 2-1. We'll be right back after a bit of a message.
Get your tickets now and experience the National Bank Open presented by Rogers.
Good start there by Henry Ren, getting an early break, and he did it by using variety. Sometimes start off with a very heavy pace, but then threw in some slices to change the look for Dutoit. Dutoit did deal with 2 footfalls, which I felt had a bit of a distracting effect on him. We'll see how he now responds.
Low 50.
Important for Dutoit to keep the pressure on with deep ground strokes, not to let Ren take control of the rallies because he looks like the type of player who will do that with power. Well played by Dutoit. More aggressive play. Keeping Ren on the defensive. He's opened up a window for a potential break here at love 30. Not a bad error in that the ball was struck well and just long by an inch or so. It was the right intention, the right quality.
Yep.
Excellent serve down the tee on the ad court by Ren. Gets that toss way out in front, all the weight behind it.
48-30.
Another important first serve results in an error, and now he has a chance to consolidate the break. Unforced error, and we haven't seen many in this match. The errors have been forced. That was a good return by Dutoit. He hit what we like to call the Djokovic return, deep right down the middle of the court. Almost handcuffs the server. Takes away their angle as well. And it's a nice big target for the receiver.
Yes.
Another excellent serve from Ren. Down the tee on the ad court.
Advantage, Dutoit.
Looks like Dutoit has settled down a bit from the loss of service game. Last couple of returns and follow-up ground strokes, very solid.
Out.
Dutoit,
Yes.
I'm not sure about that. Didn't like that call, but both umpire and player made the call immediately. Just missing the back of the line.
Advantage,
But
Dutoit.
this sets up a break point for Dutoit. Oh, that's a risky but very effective second serve placement by Ren. He went for it down the tee again on the ad court and caught the line, so that's becoming very much a go-to serve for him. That was brave.
Advantage, Ren.
And right away he's got himself back into a position to hold serve after a real battle. Good cross-court exchange.
Yes.
Dutois, with a little more shape and topspin, has been able to be steadier in those exchanges. Ren, more of the risk taker, flatter, harder ball. So the patterns between these two are starting to take shape. That was a powerful down the line drive from Ren.
Advantage, Ren.
Well, when he gets a hold of that forehand, it's massive.
Game.
Dutois went for it on the return,
Yeah.
just barely missing, but
Leith,
we are
wicket,
tied at 2-all.
First serve.
My correction is
Love
actually
it.
1-3. There were so many break points saved there, I thought it was going to 2-all. Ren was able to hang on to his break of serve with a difficult hold of his own.
That second serve. Love 30.
And Dutois now getting into some real danger in this first set, already down a break, and now love 30. And a poor attempt at a curious underhand. And a foot fault for a double
Love
fault.
40.
That's the third one called on him so far in this set. So unraveling a bit here. Well, that's an outstanding game from Ren, who's now playing with a lot of confidence, a couple of big returns, and then assisted by a double fault from Dutois. So Ren in complete control of the first set here, up 2 breaks and 4-1.
Keep playing, girl. This is your time to spark a flare. To set the match. To celebrate the big victories. And the small ones, too. To show strength through emotion. Because it takes blood, sweat, and tears to own it. Unstoppable. Unapologetic. Serve it all up. 'Cause, girl, you've got game.
Well, when you're down a couple of breaks in a set against a strong opponent, you've really just got to take it, one game at a time. See if you can get at least one of the breaks back, and I think for Dutois too, it's doing a better job, really focusing on taking care of his own service games. I mean, Ren has been playing so many singles and doubles matches over the past couple of months with good success that you can see that competitively he's really confident in his ability to respond to different challenges and come up big. It's a perfect serve, not overhit, well placed, but very heavy. That was a skill point from Dutois, both the return and the follow-up forehand. As we've said at the start of the match, this is a heavyweight bout. These two players hitting with tremendous power and depth. Like that change-up serve from Ren. Took some pace off the ball and hit the slice out wide. That's a comfortable hold for Ren. Now has a 5-1 lead in the first set. Got that extra buffer with a 2-break lead. If you're in Dutois' situation now, the first set is probably lost, but you need to start putting elements in place to get yourself ready for the second set. And it starts by holding serve here. 4th foot fault called. And he hasn't asked which foot or what type of a foot fault.
Out. 15 out.
Important for Dutois to try to slow the freight train that is Henry Ren right now, somehow, even if it's not going to win the first set. Start building for the second.
15.
Yeah, important for Dutoit to dig in here. Still lots of tennis to be played in this match. Excellent ace out wide on the ad court. Caught the far sideline. And another ace. That's exactly what Dutoit needed in that service game. At a minimum, he's forcing Ren now to serve out the set. And if that is the case, at least Dutoit then can start serving the second set. It's always, most players will tell you if they're serving to take a lead, there's a different psychology to that than serving to break even. I think for Dutoit too, he's playing a hot hand in Ren and needs to find ways to slow the play down or slow the pace down using maybe a few more angles. Dutoit looks like he has good ability to hit spin, both top and slice off both sides. Some kind of variety here might be effective because in a slugfest, I think Ren will have the upper hand based on play we've seen so far.
Time. Long 15.
That's a very good start from Dutoit. Oh, again, the second serve ace down the tee at court from Ren. That is becoming a go-to play for him. And normally I'd say, boy, he's just sort of risky going for it, but he's hit it so many times that clearly it's part of his repertoire.
Saute 15.
Dutoit just needed a bit more top on that forehand to have it drop in. Well, Dutoit certainly, his last couple of games, seemed to settle down and regained his focus. He's giving himself a chance here to extend the set. And he has a break point. It's impressive.
30, 40.
Oh, he didn't get the toss high enough. That double fault
Game
gives
switch.
Dutoit a break of serve. He's erased one of them. Got himself back in the conversation in this set.
Leith 5 games to
Down
3.
5-3, but serving. If he can hold serve here, he creates a real pressure service game for Ren. And maybe more importantly, gets himself psychologically back into the match.
Low 15.
He needs to keep his focus this game though. Fifth foot fault called. It's the left foot. Crosses the line before he strikes the ball. Oh, that is big league tennis right there. Awesome forehand exchange. And as for the footfalls, I'd recommend that Dutoit just step back maybe an inch or so that left toe doesn't squeak over the line or touch it before he strikes the ball. You see how close he is. He's right behind the line.
Thirty 15.
Dutoit got that call. 30-15. Might have considered a slice there. That ball was below knee level and he's trying to hit a two-handed drive. You're just very difficult to get enough trajectory from that angle with a flatter drive. A slice would make that a much easier shot and buy recovery time. I mean, you need to make an adjustment. That's the 6 foot fault called on him, and from here you can see clearly he's just standing right on the edge of the line, and the left foot is moving slightly as he serves. It's an easy adjustment. Just stand back an inch. It won't affect the quality of the serve. These two are getting into some pretty impressive cross-court forehand rallies. That is so tight to the line. And you can see how the left foot moves when he goes into a swing motion, and at times swings over too much, catches the line. He's got to build some margin in. But having said all that, it's an impressive comeback to get to the stage where he's down only one game, 5-4, and forcing Ren now to have to serve out a nervier game than at 5-2. The forehand exchange is really noticeable how Dutoit has been more aggressive in the last couple of games, and with that little extra bit of top, the balls have been dropping in, looking to go forward. I just like the response from him. He was down 5-1. It looked like the set was absolute toast. And now he's won 3 games in a row. So whether or not he wins the first set or not, he's fully got himself back into the competitiveness of this match. We'll see how Ren responds to a pressure game. It looked like it was
Low
an easy
15.
volley, but it was up high, and they're hard to negotiate. You can see catch the ball a little late. Whereas when you're up at the net and you're catching a ball at waist level, it's really just rebounding it. But up there, you've got to time it more. Opens a window for Dutoit. Oh, that's good tennis by both players.
15
Excellent
all.
exchange of deep ground strokes. Finished off with a forehand winner from Ren. A very compact action, but good use of the body, weight, and rotational power.
Dead. First service.
Good heavy serve down the middle.
30, 15.
You can see little outburst from Ren. This is an important game. He knows it. Another
14,
big
15.
first serve. That's responding well to pressure. Oh, he did, caught the line. I think
14,
Ren wished
13.
that ball to be out, but it did catch the line. Desperation return by Dutoit did the job, though. The longer you keep the game alive, the more you have a chance somehow to find a solution.
Dead. First service. Game and process.
And with that, Henry Ren
Game to
is
four.
able to hold serve and win the first set 6-4, but it got tricky at the end with a good comeback from Dutoit. We'll be back with the second set. I'm with Rick Hastings, who is the chair of the Tennis BC board. And first of all, you've got to be thrilled with this whole show here today. The Leith Wheeler Stanley Park Tennis Championship 90th version, and look at the day we have, and on air.
You know, incredible. Just watching the coverage is amazing, and it feels like an ATP event. But to have the crowds here, I'm not sure if you're able to capture that, but this has just been fantastic. And, you know, tennis is growing by leaps and bounds in BC, and we're just thrilled. It's so fun.
Yeah, there's no question that tennis did particularly well coming out of COVID. So there are some interesting changes happening at Tennis BC. Tell us a little bit about the future vision, the pathway you have.
Yeah, well, so our board of directors, we are volunteers, and we're working on our strategy for where this 100-year-old association is going to go. Tennis, like I was saying, is growing, and so we have been successful in building a strong engine, and we're very thankful for the team that got us there. And now, with the amount of people that are wanting to play, we need to focus on getting facilities. You know, it's a beautiful day today, but you know, it is really tough to get all-season courts. We need to work on getting accessible courts. Another thing that we're thinking about is equality, diversification, inclusion, and tennis is the perfect sport for that, and so it's just an exciting time. And with the 22 people that are working at Tennis BC, they are so passionate and they love it, and it's just a really fun organization to be a part of.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, tennis has been my life, and grew up in this part of the world and played this tournament more times than I can count. But I think it's so important to the investment that Tennis BC and Tennis Canada are making in youth development. I know you've got the national training program here run by Oded Jacob. You've got a new high performance director, Joe Wood, who I know well, having worked with him up at Bear Mountain. So really the future of any sport, while everybody is a participant, so much of it is about the opportunities to get new and more juniors involved in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I'm glad you brought up Oded and his program. They need facilities. Like, you know, we need to really support the high performance group that's coming up, because they're our stars and they're the inspiration. But at the same time, we want to make sure that we have as many courts available all year round. So easy job, right?
Yeah, no problem at all. But having said that, when you see the kind of energy we have around this tournament, and you have great partners like Leith Wheeler, it opens the door to other partnerships, right? And that's ultimately how any sport survives and grows. It's not only what it offers to those who play, but for those who can also be part of that pathway.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And our, you know, our big partners, Leith Wheeler, this is their tournament. The kids refer to it as the Leith Wheeler Stanley Park Open. It's pretty cool. And so that, after 7 years, has really become part of our tennis culture here in Vancouver. But Tennis Canada is our big partner as far as growing community tennis and building up more capacity and getting more indoor courts is really what we're going to focus on.
Well, thank you for our time,
your
time, and listen, good luck. We all benefit when tennis thrives, so
great.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much.
Good stuff. Piece of cake, huh?
Love.
So that was such an important first opening game in the second set. Especially Dutoit did such a good job of getting himself back into the match, and to drop serve first game in the second is demoralizing. And you get that, creates that sense that you're fighting this uphill battle constantly. And listen, the guy on the other side of the net has a lot to do with that. I mean, Ren is definitely a hot hand, but I would say also there's nothing, you know, sort of temporary or just flash in the pan about Ren's game. You can see he is solid as a rock across the board physically. His technical strokes, that serve is very heavy and well placed, and he keeps his head.
30, 15.
Now Dutois has to find a way to stem the bleeding before this becomes a runaway train. Small opening here. Dutois needs to find a way to hold on. Whoa, what tremendous effort by Rennes to even get his racket on that ball. Dutois keeping his head, moving the ball around. Boy, when you see an opponent make those kinds of efforts at defense, you start to think to yourself, what do I have to do to win a point here? It does set up a break point, though. Oh, he wants that one back.
Yes.
It was a decent second serve, but a very makeable return. You're not going to get that many opportunities to break. So when you get a second serve, the return has to be made. Just missed it.
Advantage, Rennes.
Frustration creeping in. Again, Rennes with this key serve on the ad court, just hammering it down the middle of the court. That is a confident serve. Takes it to 1-all. Sorry, 2-love for Rennes.
Low 15.
Seventh foot fault. He stubbornly refuses to take that little bit of a step or nudge, I would call it, back. I mean, can't remember the last time I have seen a player called for 7 foot faults in a match, certainly not at this level. Good scramble volley from Dutois. I mean, it's pretty obvious he has to hold serve here. He cannot go down 2 breaks again after having lost the first. Oh, 8-foot fault on a second serve, resulting in a
15-30.
double fault at a critical juncture in the match. What intrigues me is that Dutoit has never once looked over at the linesperson and said which foot or what. Just missed on the line drive, and now he's in big trouble down double break point. That didn't look like he was really stuck into that game, right? It was that was angry tennis by Dutoit, and slapping a couple of strokes. So down 2 breaks, down 3-love. Rennes in control of this match, a set up and 3-love.
Get your tickets now and experience the National Bank Open presented by Rogers.
Time. Four. Love 15.
Sure. Given how well Rennes playing, and really shows no sign of cracking. Like, as solid as a rock.
Love 30.
30 is a small opening. For Dutoit, that's what it's come down to. He's got to just take it 1 point, 1 game at a time, and find a way to crack away and see if he can chip away and get within some kind of striking distance here.
Love 14.
He's got triple break point. That'll certainly be a big spark.
Game.
Well, that was an odd game from Rennes, but Dutoit will take it. Now he's got to find a way to hold his own serve here. Settle down a bit. towards an earlier point. I thought the Dutois did a good job of getting down low for a, what I call a shoelace volley. That's a good start.
15 love.
It's been connecting the last couple of points. Oh, 9-foot fall. I mean, that's actually absurd. And it's got to be distracting. It's not helping the cause, that's for sure. Follows up with an ace down the middle. Ren doesn't like it, but doesn't seem to be much doubt.
Wait a minute.
And another ace. And all of a sudden, Dutois has himself back in the conversation. Took a slap at that forehand. Didn't really do the physical work. So 2 unforced errors when we're back to deuce. Right now, I think it's probably challenging for Ren because it's a bit rhythmless what you're getting from Dutois. He's hitting winners or he's making errors. Doesn't seem to be much in between. It's starting to feel like a lost opportunity for Dutois to get himself into this second set. That good wide serve gives him another shot. And he's got it. Back in this second set. Holding serve. Ren leading 3 games to 2, but now only up 1 service break. That game had a bit of it all. Winners, errors, but we still very much have a match. Some lovely shots of beautiful Vancouver, July summer day. Can't beat it. Best spot to be in the world. And folks here are seeing some high quality tennis between Henry Wren and Ryan Dutoit.
15 love.
Dutoit has managed to get himself back into the second set. So far, Wren has responded with really tough, focused tennis when he's been pushed. But all players feel pressure, and by getting that break back from Dutoit and settling down his own service game, he's forced Wren to have to think more about where he's at in the match. He's not just on cruise control. Can't be.
So 15.
Got jammed. Dutoit got jammed on that forehand. Probably should have taken it as a backhand. He couldn't get around the forehand fast enough. Wild forehand.
40, 15.
We've seen a few of those from Dutoit. He lives a little bit on the wild side at times. There's a lot of skill there. Dangerous player. That's a good wide second serve from Wren. He holds his serve, maintains his one service break lead, up 4-2. Second set, first one, 6-4 to him. He's within 2 games of the title. Very deliberate toss, keeps it way out in front. Excellent service toss. Most underrated part of the serve. Nobody ever really practices it.
15 love.
So for Dutoit, the challenge remains the same. At a minimum, maintain serve holds. See if you get one more opening to break back.
15 all.
Ninth foot fault. I think we could be hitting double digits today.
Saute. Out.
I think the earlier forehand from Dutoit was called out. That sets up double break point. This would be lethal in this match. And that's
10
it.
Ren.
Henry Wren breaks serve again.
Ren Leith, 5 game.
Now
15
leads
second set.
5-2.
1 set to love.
Second set, having won the first 6-4, so he is within a service game hold of winning the men's singles title here at the Leith Wheeler Stanley Park Open Tennis Championships. And from Dutois, I mean, there's so much skill there, but mentally I've felt that he's been in and out. There's been some inconsistency there, and probably that's underlined with 9 foot faults, which, I mean, you after at least 2 foot faults, you'd have a conversation with the lines person, okay, which foot, what do I need to do? You wouldn't just carry on and make the same error over and over again, because, I mean, that's going to have an effect on you. It's going to, it impacts your momentum. It's a distraction. We'll be right back.
Keep playing, girl. This is your time to spark a flare. To set the match. To celebrate the big victories. And the small ones, too. To show strength through emotion. Because it takes blood, sweat, and tears to own it. Unstoppable. Unapologetic. Serve it all up. 'Cause, girl, you've got game.
Love 15.
Opening point, Dutois threw in a slice return. Was effective in giving Wren just a different look that resulted in an error. The difference too is that there's been very few unforced errors from Wren, a few more from Dutois. Like that, just overhitting a bit. Needs to, yeah, don't, that's not to take any power off the forehand, but add a little more top. A little more top spin so the ball dips in. Another nice slice return from Dutois. Wow, what a return from Dutois. Wren hitting that response off his knees. That ball didn't come up at all from Dutois. Rifle shot.
Game. 2-8.
So odd. Dutois got himself one of his breaks back with some inspired shot making. Is this the same pattern we saw in the first set? A hold here, we'll take it to 5-4 and put more pressure on Wren to close out the match.
Love.
Dutois is going through a stretch here of hitting some just amazing strokes, but is it sustainable? That's it, really, in a nutshell, the difference between Wren and Dutois. Dutois is a big shot maker and has hit his share of winners, but he's made far more errors at times unrestrained, whereas Ren's been very contained within his game. Very solid and controlled with big power. It's impressive. There's a reason why he's been winning all the tournaments here this summer. And that double fault
15, 30.
makes it that much closer for Ren. I thought that was actually a really effective slice by Ren. It dropped so low, and for Dutoit to be able to pick that up and with good topspin and hit a winner, that's skill. I mean, he has really remarkable amount of skill and great hands. Can you harness it? Stayed in that rally long enough to give himself a game point. Oh, he missed the easiest shot in that exchange. That's a conundrum. He has to find a way to reduce those kinds of errors, give himself a better chance. Again, Ren did the right thing. He had no room really to pass and just hit the ball hard at Dutoit, who couldn't manage the pace on it. And that sets up championship point for Henry Ren.
Point.
And he's got it.
Again,
Henry Ren at age 18 is the new Leith Wheeler Stanley Park Open Men's Champion. 6'4", 6'3". He has been BC's top male player so far this year. Well earned with solid, disciplined play. With really good power too. Everything from the serve, forehand, backhand, movement to the defense that he plays. It's an impressive overall display. This is a player we're going to hear more from in the future. At 18, to be able to play already with this level of power and composure is very impressive. He's off to Dartmouth University in the fall, going to play some good collegiate tennis, and I fully expect him to try to make a go on the pro circuit in a few years' time. Well done. And we'll be back interviewing our champion.
Keep playing, girl. This is your time to spark a flare. To set the match. To celebrate the big victories. And the small ones, too. To show strength through emotion. Because it takes blood, sweat, and tears to own it. Unstoppable. Unapologetic. Serve it all up. 'Cause, girl, you've got game.
And we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's the TC 10K. This is it. We're here. We've been waiting all year for this.
Well, being in the lead is always a nice position because you have a vantage point where you can see everybody.
The hometown fans in support, and there it is. Genevieve Lalonde takes the gold of Canada.
We were living in a difficult time when language was forbidden.
Down to the inside. Carlson immediately get together. Carlson takes the lead.
Marr on the tip. Yes, he can.
It is Canada's game.
Just score!
Great show, everybody.
Well, I'm here with our new Leith Wheeler Stanley Park Men's Open champion, Henry Wren, 18 years old. You are the man this year. This is right. You won Richmond. You won doubles here yesterday, and now the singles title. And you do it with such disciplined, powerful tennis. All these victories, it must be taking your confidence to another level.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, great tournament. I mean, I had some great competition, but confidence for sure. It's really important. And you know, with all this match play, you know, I definitely get it, and I feel like that was shown. Even if I wasn't playing my best tennis, you know, I had to stay confident. You know, trust in my game, trust in my serve, trust in my returns, and then pull out the win.
You're playing somebody in Rian Dutois who's very skilled, but up and down, all over the place. I mean, 9 footballs, that's kind of weird too. And is that a distraction, or is that become an incentive to really stay focused on you and your game?
Against these type of players where, like, you know, they're very erratic. No, don't get me wrong, he's a great player. He's a fantastic player. He has great shots, great skills. But I think it makes it really tough for you to stay very focused in the match. It's very easy to lose focus, very easy to lose rhythm. And in this match, I was just able to pull out, you know, some important points, stay patient in those crucial times, and yeah, I think that's what got me the win today.
So you got a nice little payday here today, which
sure.
You can now invest in more training and more tournaments. But what's really exciting for you is you're going to Dartmouth. So what are you looking forward to there?
Dartmouth, first of all, great school, great academics, and I love the team there, the environment there. I visited a while ago. Fantastic team, fantastic coaches, and yeah, great education. And also it's in the Ivy League, so I'll have a lot of great competition, and yeah, it'll be something to look forward to.
So that's great. You're going to Div 1 school. You're going to get a good education, play some great tennis. Would you like to play professional tennis after that and give it a shot?
Absolutely, I'd love to give it a shot. I mean, what an opportunity this is, right? You know, all these matches, all these tournaments coming up. I'd love to try and go pro if I get the opportunity, but you know, take it step by step, and yeah, see what happens.
Well, I can tell you this, Henry, that a lot of folks who know the game are paying attention and watching you. I was very impressed with this performance because, right, we look for what's going on here as much as what's going on physically, and that combination here holds you in good stead. You've got a powerful game, good physique. So I think we all want to encourage you to keep building on what you've done here at your age, right? There's so much opportunity and potential. So good luck and carry on and go get your trophy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, once again, let's give another round of applause for our competitors today. So when I started working for Tennis BC last year, I was told by a very wise and experienced person that all you really need to run a tennis tournament are balls, dry courts, and players. That person didn't seem to mention anything about herons. They didn't seem to mention anything about falling trees and Canada's longest internet outage in history. But it is possible. Although it may seem simple to run a tournament, the team that I've worked with for the last 12 months has gone above and beyond what's required to ensure that tournaments like these meet the highest standard of international tennis events. I'd like to extend a very special thank you to our tournament officials, to our tournament staff, and to our volunteers as well. Our tournament referees, Aika, Uta, and Harry, and our volunteer coordinator, Jasmine, have been working 15-hour days for the last 3 weeks. And this event, quite literally, would not be possible without their dedication. So thank you so much. Our men's open and NTRP categories saw some of the largest draw sizes in tournament history. It's an incredible accomplishment that both Rian and Henry have made it to the last day of the tournament. And on behalf of Tennis BC, a massive congratulations to you both for displaying an exceptional level and during this very special anniversary of the Stanley Park Open. Well done. And now passing on the mic to Tennis BC Executive Director John McMurtry for a few words.
Thank you, Max. I just want to say that Tennis BC gratefully acknowledges the generous support of our sponsors for the 90th anniversary of the Leith Wheeler Stanley Park Open. Nobody gets to 90 without help. This is one of the things that we do in sponsorship and acknowledgement. Max Court has been amazing. He gave kudos to the staff. I just want to say that Max deals with detail. He plans it beforehand. It was incredibly detailed. And without Max at the helm, we would not have had a smooth running event. I can guarantee that. Thank you, Max. I'd like to now acknowledge the sponsors. Leith Wheeler is our title sponsor. They've been with us for 7 years. Their sponsorship allows us to focus on the players and the tournament. It is wonderful to have them on board. We also have Tennis Canada. Tennis Canada has provided funding, open funding for the ITF juniors, and has, let me just check what else, and the open division. So within that, Tennis Canada, thank you. The Vancouver Board of Parks and Recreation, this is their facility, and as such, they give us a permit, and the permit is very detailed, which allows us to plan, and there's no surprises when the tournament starts. Vancouver, thank you. The Park Brewing, another major sponsor. City of Vancouver has provided a hosting grant, which enabled us to deal with our athletes here in BC. Via Sport contributed a hosting grant for the Leith Wheeler Junior ITF, which focused on the development of tennis and tennis in BC. Province of BC provided a COVID recovery grant for us, which enabled us to retain staff so that we were able to plan this event in advance. Thank you to all of our sponsors, because each one of them were integral in how we were able to provide this tournament. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Without further ado, our 2022 Men's Open finalist, Rian Dutois. Come on up. And ladies and gentlemen, our 2022 Leith Wheeler Stanley Park Open champion, Henry Wren.
Allez! Canada!
The unique thing about Billie Jean King Cup is you have a bunch of players and coaches and staff who are all working together towards the same goal, and it's a team environment, it's a family environment. I think we all feed off each other's energy.
In a team, you have that sense of like a family, like every decision you make, it's the whole team, win or lose. It's a great atmosphere to be around.
It's been a little while since I've seen everyone together as a team. Of course, all the Canadian girls have such a good dynamic. We're all friends.
For most of us, we've been friends our whole lives. You know, like Gabby, Françoise, especially for me, I've grown up with them for the past 15 years of my life.
C'est une ou deux fois par année, on peut se retrouver dans un climat où c'est tous ensemble, c'est l'équipe en premier, c'est pas vraiment juste une seule joueuse. Je pense que c'est bon pour eux autres, à l'occasion comme ça, de vraiment s'unir pour une cause commune. Premier ingrédient pour avoir du succès dans une compétition par équipe, c'est cette chimie-là.
It's extra special kind of weeks, and these are the ones that I love, and I always say yes to do it. We have all of our teammates. We have the flag on our back. You're playing for more than yourself.
Oh, good setup there. Match point. They caught that on camera. You lost 2 girls. Are you good with rackets, Layla? Or you need to watch out, Layla.
It's not just, you know, our teammates, like all the 5 of us. It's also the team behind the scenes for us, our physios, strength coaches. There's just a sense of pride that you feel when you step onto the court.
For some of us, we don't even travel with a coach full time, so it can be extremely lonely. It's definitely nice to step out of that energy and into something a little bit more enthusiastic and together, and where you're supporting one another, whether that's off court or on the court in practices.
We're just working well because of the positivity, and we're just having fun on the court, and that's the #1 reason for any competition, is to have fun and to enjoy the moment.
Hey girls, real quick at the net before we start. So, Layla, I don't know if you maybe know this already, but it's not looking like Ostapenko is gonna play. She's not here. and they canceled her hotel room, but they're not announcing it. They're being coy about it. So maybe she'll show up last minute, but it's looking unlikely. So we just found out recently that Ostapenko's not going to be here. You know, it's definitely an adjustment, but it doesn't change our preparation and it doesn't change our mindset. If anything, we have to go in a bit sharper.
Honestly, that's a very big surprise for us. Latvia is still a very strong team, and we're just going to focus on ourselves. We're going to keep training every day, improving and getting ready for a Friday tie.
If their best players aren't playing, I don't think that necessarily means that we've got it in the bag. I think you can never underestimate anyone, no matter what their ranking is.
That's good rotation on the ball, though. Good stuff, Beck. I would say 2 things to focus on. Staying low on the fast, low balls that she hits. Stay down as you hit. And then recognizing if there's a ball that comes just a little bit with time to move up and try to take it early. So we'll do cross courts. After a couple, if you feel like you have a right ball to go down the line, go for it. Yeah, super. The moment you feel like you have time, move up to that ball and boom, rip it, let it go. Yeah, way to stay low. So Leila, is there anything specific that you guys have been working on lately?
I like being on the court with Heidi because, when she asks me, what have you been working on? Then on court, she reminds me of the things that I've been working on. So even though she's not my coach, I feel like she's still helping me this week, and I find that very valuable, so that I'm still growing and improving with her. I also like that she's female. I like having a female captain. I think women relate to women, especially in tennis, when you've been out there on your own, and she's been on tour, as a former player.
How do you feel about the court so far? Faster than I thought. It's really good acceleration on the forehand, good hand. Yeah, great depth.
Je pense que c'est une belle dynamique pour toute l'équipe. Je pense que c'est bien là, d'avoir des filles qui nous comprennent, qui ont traversé un peu notre situation en tant que femmes, athlètes féminines.
Both our coaches are female, Natalie and Heidi. There's just an unspoken sort of bond, and they understand the emotions that go with having played.
D'abord, c'est rare, et puis ça change, et je pense qu'elles peuvent plus peut-être dire des choses à des femmes, enfin à nous, plus libérées.
Carol, the one thing I noticed is a huge improvement on your backhand in general.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Je pense que c'est très bien, vraiment extrêmement positif d'avoir davantage de femmes dans le système. Je pense que les filles en ont besoin. Et je pense que les entraîneurs masculins aussi, parce que oui, je pense que leur vision des choses est parfois différente. C'est définitivement un atout, un ajout.
My players are my friends before anything. They were my rivals, my friends, and so it's just a very enjoyable week for me. These practices are so fun for me.
Elle me dit aussi des choses que moi j'ai pas pensé et le contraire, et puis on discute beaucoup aussi sur le fait que moi j'ai beaucoup d'expérience en Fed Cup. Elle connaît très bien les filles, peut-être mieux que moi aussi. On arrive vraiment à bien se compléter pour essayer de donner le maximum aux filles, et c'est notre rôle. La balle est un peu courte, essaye d'avancer un peu plus dans le court. Change un peu le rythme des fois. Essaye de jouer un peu plus en fonction du rebond de la balle. Voilà, tu avances là, voilà.
I've been hoping that our next home tie would be in a city like this in Canada. We're such a big country. I think it's so nice to bring tennis to more than just one province, especially like the girls on our team. We have Rebecca Marino, who's from Vancouver, so I think it's really wonderful that we actually get to have a tie in her home city.
It's better than yesterday.
These strings. Yeah. It's crazy that we're almost there. Yeah. As I was walking in, I was actually thinking about how I've watched a Vancouver Giants game here with my dad, and I was like sitting in these seats. I've been here many, many times as a kid, because this is a really historic place for Vancouver as a city. It's the original home of the Canucks. I know a lot of my friends and family haven't seen me play since around 2018. I'm going to try to make use of the fact that I'm bringing so many friends and family and get them to make a lot of noise.
If your first serve is more aggressive, your second is much better too. You use the pace of the ball, so that's good. You don't try to hit harder. With this racket, really, it helps you a lot to spin more. It's better, especially with your serve. You need more weight. En tout cas, moi, ce que je lui conseillerais, c'est de vivre le moment présent quand elle va le vivre et de se donner à fond. Là, ce soir, on a des jeunes qui vont venir pendant l'entraînement, des jeunes filles qui vont venir, donc j'espère que ça va déjà leur plaire ce qu'on va faire. J'ai commencé à aimer le tennis en regardant du tennis à la télé, puis en allant aussi à Roland-Garros, où là je me suis dit, tiens, super, j'ai vu jouer les champions et puis ça m'a donné encore plus de motivation pour continuer.
For myself and all my other teammates to have the opportunity to showcase women's sport at a level like this, I'm hoping will inspire a lot of young girls to either pick up sport or aspire to take their sport to the next level.
I grew up in Toronto, so I would go every year as a kid and we'd watch like the pros practice on the side and try to like catch the balls and stuff. I was like super young and try to get autographs, and so like really wanted to be on the other side of that one day. I hope to inspire like the next generation of Asian Canadian girls, so they hopefully have someone that looks like them that's playing on this court, and that's always been a huge source of motivation for me.
Ça nous manque d'avoir des spectateurs vraiment de notre pays. Et là, aujourd'hui, de jouer au Canada, ça fait 3 ans qu'on attend ça.
Welcome to the official draw for this Billie Jean King Cup by BNP Paribas. Qualifiers tie between Canada and Latvia.
The Billie Jean King Cup takes place around the world throughout the year, and the two nations here this weekend are competing for a place in the Billie Jean King Cup finals. Playing in the first match, we have the number 1 for Canada, Leila Annie Fernandez. The 2 for Canada, Rebecca Marino. I'd like to wish both teams the best of luck.
We all know who are favorites and who are not in this team competition this weekend, but we are all ready to fight and give our best.
Being here at home is definitely special, and it's my first home tie, so I'm excited to be here.
You know, I'm quite proud of where my game is at. I'm hoping I'll be able to demonstrate that to everyone when the match time comes and not put too much pressure on myself.
All right, ladies, thank you very much for your time today, and again, good luck for this weekend. It's the Billie Jean King Cup qualifiers. Canada against Latvia from the Pacific Coliseum.
Leila Annie Fernandez exploded onto the tennis scene. Now the world number 21.
So good to be back in person in Canada with fans in the stands. 4 years since Canada's hosted the Billie Jean King Cup, and you can tell that Team Canada's really excited for the
They really rise to the occasion every time they compete for Canada, and then in front of your home crowd.
Your Team Canada!
So now it is time for Leila Annie Fernandez, 19 years young.
Get to work. Time to work. Let's go. Come on. Go, go.
into this match, and Fernandez will serve for the opening set. And a big serve to close out the first set, 6-1 for Leila Annie Fernandez.
0-0 now. You restart, you reset, you maintain the focus. Yes. You keep accelerating, keep going after it. Stay loose like that. Keep hitting, keep accelerating. The one ball where you said you should have taken out there, yeah, don't doubt yourself. Just go for it, you know?
Second serve here, facing double break point.
Beauty! I want you to reset with the focus. You told me to remind you after a certain amount of time. Maybe we're not there yet, but I want you to maintain that focus. Okay. Play with confidence. Come on, let's go. Go get it. Beauty!
Match point for Leila Annie Fernandez. Just 53 minutes in front of the Vancouver crowd at Pacific Coliseum. Leila Annie Fernandez with the opening win for Canada in just 53 minutes.
And you can see how much it means to her. She is so excited to be.
Way to take care of business. I know, but that's normal. It's normal. It's like first home tie, first of all. Obviously, first home tie as the new Leila Fernandez. And also, they're the underdogs, right? So there's a lot of pressure, but you handled it like a champ, the champ that you are. Seriously.
Come on, I need to hear it,
Canada.
The crowd and the fans came and cheered our song very loudly, which that helped a lot. You know, I think this is one of the first few tournaments where the crowd can actually be loud, can be more outgoing, and that's what I like with the crowd rallying behind our back. I think that makes the sport even more special.
Thank you.
Rebecca Marino, Vancouver, is on court. Never before has she had the opportunity to play for the national team in Vancouver.
Rebecca Marino to serve with Canada up 1-0. Her mom, Catherine, sitting proudly right at Rebecca Marino's baseline.
I'm a little too passive and maybe a little more aggressive.
Ellie, come on, let's go. Go after it.
And Marino holds to go up 4-3. With friends and family in attendance.
Deep breath in, deep breath out.
Yeah. At least I had my serve.
Stay loose. Remember the last couple of matches you played, how good you played, how good you played in California, how good you played in Miami. Just remember that. It's no difference. Like, just trust yourself and play with confidence.
Just in the last two games, that inside-out forehand that was causing her trouble earlier in the set is working for her. Do it. No question.
One thing to notice, her second serve's 100.
What?
The speed is 100, so it's pretty slow. Yeah, start with confidence, reset right away from the start, trust it.
And Rebecca Marino now with her first break point opportunity of this second set. Despite the break point opportunity.
Good luck, that's it. I know, you're still finding your rhythm. Find a way. Find a way. Trust yourself and find a way. That's it. Let's go. Come on. Come on, girl. Good hustle. Great hustle.
Such a big moment for both players right now.
Keep digging. Good luck. Good try. Great point. I feel like you're so close to finding your rhythm. You're right there.
She wanted it and she got it, and this second set is going to a tiebreak. And the crowd, they're on their feet. And from 3-love to 3-3.
Most important thing is to take your time. Don't rush, take your time, get low, hit your shots. 0-0, play with confidence, trust your game. You go, fight, dig.
6 straight points won for Latvia. And disappointment for Rebecca Marino in that tiebreak.
I had that set. I was dictating the whole way.
Absolutely right. We're going to reset.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing.
She's just making balls.
Yeah,
right?
no, she's not doing anything.
She's not
making winners. There's
right,
nothing.
exactly. So you're dictating everything, like you said. I know you're going to find your rhythm. Because actually your level is improving. So she's not going to play any better than that, right? It happens. You have to click the reset button. You click the reset button, it's 0-0, and you're going to go play against David right now. Try your best to have fun out there. Easier said than done, but you can do this. Let's go and fight. Fight your butt off. Come on.
Settle in. Be like Leila. Get the popcorn out. So a disappointing second set tiebreak for Rebecca Marino. She needed that. And Marino with the winner down the line. The first break of this third and deciding set.
Yeah, I'm a little passive.
Go for it. Exactly. It's your game. But it's your game, Beck. You gotta go for it. You gotta earn it, you know?
15th ace of the match, and there's a sense she doesn't want to lose this momentum.
She is so determined to put this match away.
And it's long. Rebecca Marino, she consolidates. She is a game away from the match.
Same strategy with the return. Keep working the point and go for the shot.
Match point for Vancouver's own Rebecca Marino.
hugging everyone in her box.
Having her mom see her play a professional match for the first time in 4 years, the loss in their family of her dad, and having her family together for the first time in a long time during a pandemic in the stands. It almost completed the story in that she had to fight through the match to win it.
You know, Beck, this is not easy. It's not easy. It's huge, huge, huge pressure. Huge pressure.
Thank you for helping me.
It's all you, man. It's all you.
So thank you, everybody. We told each other it was for Dad, for Joe. So going in, we knew that, and I'm very fortunate that we had that special experience together, and that we both know what it meant to us. So I just thought if I can just do a proper recovery first.
All right, 2-0.
Rest. Yeah. It's like I couldn't find the right feeling. No rhythm almost.
Well, there wasn't.
Third set was the best set.
Yeah.
I actually felt like I did that pretty well for the most part. Like taking my time, at least on my serves. She was starting to rush me on the return games.
Great mental effort. Really let some guts in that third set and come back.
What if I played at home with all my family and friends, and literally all the coaches, like you or Dad?
My mom courtside. I think she was sitting on her hands, because I remember I used to freak out when I was a junior and be just like, don't make any expressions. It makes me nervous. Because she'd always be like, oh.
Good stuff.
Yeah, the girl is better than I expected to.
She played well. She played well.
Yes, we definitely got the result we wanted today, and you know, tomorrow is a new day, and we gotta earn it again tomorrow. You know, the tie's not over till it's over, so we'll be ready.
On home soil here, playing as the #1 Canadian on the team. It's such a special moment for her.
She really did get the crowd engaged, entertained.
Good focus from the start, and by the way, being very aggressive.
A win, and Fernandez will clinch this qualifier for Canada. And there it is, a little bit of everything from Fernandez's repertoire. Putting on an early show. And Fernandez now takes a 3-1 lead in the opening set. Made quick work yesterday, 20 minutes in today.
Beautiful touch from Fernandez.
And just like she started the first set, an early break here to begin the second.
For now, I want you to keep the focus. We took 45 minutes. Right now, you reset. It's 0-0, and you start off with that same focus, same intensity.
Aggressive mindset, aggressive with your legs. Come on, girl, let's go. Go get it.
She just senses the moment so well. She knows when she needs to dive in.
Yeah, super.
And with that, Fernandez a game away from clinching for Canada, the Pacific Coliseum. Triple match point to clinch this qualifier for Canada. And she's done it. Fernandez has won at home in Vancouver as Canada is off to the Billie Jean King Cup final. In a near perfect performance from the 19-year-old in just an hour, Fernandez with the win at the Pacific Coliseum.
That was textbook, Layla. So good. Feel good at the way you played?
Better than yesterday, but
yes.
I don't know, like the whole match I was feeling so dizzy. Like it was so weird.
Today?
Today.
Why didn't you tell me? You needed some sugar.
I didn't want to like jinx myself. I was like, just like focus on now, like just hit the ball in, that's it.
Yeah. Well, you did so good. So good. So proud of you, man.
That's the atmosphere and the energy that you guys gave me. Thank you, and yes, thank you so much.
They changing?
They are.
Yeah, it's the two singles players.
Oh, okay. I'll let my team know.
Should not change.
So girls, They're making a change.
They're making a change?
Two singles girls.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Anyway.
Or maybe the others don't want to play. I don't know.
Why would they not want to play?
I don't know.
All right, well,
But
either
just
way,
so,
it's the same. Okay.
yeah, same mindset.
What is this country capable of against the best of the best?
Oh, we can win it. We can win it.
Leila Emi Fernandez, congratulations.
Yeah, they're changing the team.
We have one more doubles match. Gabby Dabrowski, Carol Zhao on court for Canada. This is the 15th time that Gabby Dabrowski has represented Canada.
Great volley there.
And Canada holds. They'll look to take the opening set next. And with that, Canada takes the opening set 6-1. 3-all now in the second. And there it is. Gabby getting it done as Canada takes a break in the second set. They're up 4-3.
Gabby, you started moving back before she even hit that ball. You were like ready for it.
I didn't expect, so I close. Yeah.
And Canada now just a game away from winning this doubles match. The attempted poach almost killed them, but yeah, bowed down.
Carol is so good at those last-second emergency shots.
And Canada now with a double match point. A perfect weekend in Vancouver for Canada. Finishes with a doubles win, a straight sets victory for Gabriela Dabrowski and Carol Zhao.
Monumental week for Canada here to clinch their spot in the Billie Jean King Cup Finals on home soil.
And now after this clinch and this win, Canada can look ahead to November. They'll be up against the world's best.
I really think that Canada can do some serious damage on the world stage.
We all came in, we had the positive energy, we played our best from day one all the way to today, and we came out with a win. So I think the flag definitely represented that for all of us.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like you're
Girls, so proud of you. Honestly, just great performance this week, great fight. Rebecca, Leila, Gabby, and Carol, like you guys played lights out. That was so fun to watch. It's like cherry on top. Natalie, my rock, my mom. No, I'm gonna be grown up soon. This is my first home tie, Rebecca's first home tie, Leila's first home tie, so it's very special for us. So this was a very special week. Thank you all for coming, means a lot. Thank you for your support. Sly, thank you for being my mentor from day one.
just very grateful that Vancouver was able to be the host city for this tie and to have the opportunity to play in front of my friends and family. So thank you everybody behind the scenes, in front of the scenes for making this happen.
I'm really proud of the girls and the team, the way they performed this week. They played incredible, and I really look forward to the finals. I really believe that if we have a healthy team with all our top players, we really do have a chance to win the Billie Jean King Cup.
We're just a very positive group and we work really hard, we motivate each other, so I think we can do really big things here.
We had to make a tough decision, had to be a last-minute decision. You okay? And she hit it and she felt pain right here.
To know that I have teammates that I can really depend on is exciting.
I'm proud of you! I'm so proud of you!
I think the girls love it. I think they feed off each other's energy. You know, my team right now, they're all different age, different points of their careers, but when they come together, I mean, it's they all want the best for each other. So, Leylah Fernandez, I'm very impressed by her improvement in level of play this week. I'm really excited to see what she's going to bring to the court this week, but this is just the beginning of a very long career for her.
Just to be here on the tour, WTA, it has helped me a lot. The balls are coming heavier and stronger, but I'm excited and hopefully we'll get there.
Gabi Dabrowski, she's our doubles specialist. You know, sometimes on the court, I'm the one that's learning a little bit from her. She's really a great role model for the girls. She's also very dedicated to Fed Cup. She rises up to the occasion every single time and always gives 100%.
Every year that we play, the team's like a little bit different here and there, so we kind of have to adjust each time to who's playing and who I might potentially partner up with in the doubles match. So, you know, being on the team for so long that we always have a good level and we have so many great players, and I've just gotten better, I think, just playing my role no matter who's there, because anyone who's there is good. So.
Jeannie, I love seeing her walk in on the court because I never know what outfit she's going to wear. I love her fashion style, and we talk about that on the team a lot. She brings great energy. She's fun, bubbly. She's also a great mentor for the young girls to be around. I look forward to being on the court with her.
Having Heidi as our Fed Cup captain, I think is really cool because she used to play, so she knows what it's like. She knows what we feel out there, and personally, I know her well. We're good friends, so you know, I know she has my back and she supports me no matter what. I feel like our Canadian Fed Cup team has gotten stronger over the years. We have more girls who play at a better level, and so I think it's really exciting to know that I have teammates that I can really depend on is exciting.
Bianca, she loves Fed Cup. It's 2 weeks a year that I know she really looks forward to, and she loves playing for Canada, and she presents her country with pride and honor. She's a great team player, and you know, she's Bianca Andreescu, and that name is very intimidating to the opponents. You know, having a top 6 player, a Grand Slam champion in the team just really brings the best out of the players. I know the girls, they look up to her. They get to, you know, practice with one of the best players out there. It's a pleasure to have her on the team.
I think it's very nice to come here after my 2019 run. Everyone has been super supportive. I was in Europe training, so this worked out really well for me to be here and to be a part of
this team, and it's just a really good dynamic because we all get along really well and we have the same goals, so we want each other to just keep motivating one another and hope for good things.
Yeah, it's interesting because tennis is individual sports. I personally wish there was more, team events. It's just a different feeling when you play for your country and have pride in it. And I think it gives you a little more push. If you're tired, you look at the crowd, you see them supporting you. It's an incredible feeling. We have physios, we have massage therapists, we have fitness trainers, we have hitting partners and team managers, and everyone gives 100%, and I really appreciate everyone's effort. Fed Cup ties are usually very unique. We like to bring in the team together, about a week before the tie, especially if it's an away tie. This way we, adjust to the surface, to the time difference. A couple days before the tie, we have the official dinner, and it's usually fun because the girls get to dress up, and we take a lot of team photos, and it's really fun to get ready all together and wear matching outfits.
Stellar staff, thank you for your efforts. It's really appreciated. You guys give 100% every day, and you make this week very special and very easy for me, so I appreciate that. Natalie, it's an honor to be by your side. I learn from you every day. You're a great mentor, and I'm lucky really to have you by my side.
I'm very lucky to have Natalie Toziet as a coach. I learn something from her every day. She's a great mentor. She's had a lot of experience at Fed Cup. I think she holds the record for the amount of Fed Cup ties played. Yeah, it's really a pleasure to be around everybody.
We're practicing doubles this morning, guys. Yes. I'm actually so pumped. Like, really? I never just practice doubles,
And you're good at
it. Nice of you to say.
How about you? Any dumps on the horizon?
Not really. I'm not that good.
I like doing things during the week as a team, eating together, riding in cars together, try to keep it more of a group feel. We have a very good team energy, and it's easy because the girls are easygoing. We have a great time. It's actually an enjoyable week.
Now commence the draw, and the following players have been nominated to play singles.
Usually the day before matches, we have the draw ceremony, and then we have media right after that. The girls want it to be over as soon as possible so that they can have lunch and get on the court. But yeah, you start kind of feeling a little bit of the nerves before, the day before the tie, and you start to feel really that it's about to happen, and it's exciting. I get excited for the girls, and I'm sure they feel the same way.
Obviously, Switzerland has very good female players, so I know that the matches won't be easy. Team Canada has proved that we're really good at facing adversity in many ways. We're just a very positive group, and we work really hard, we motivate each other, so I think we can do really big things here.
I don't see any challenges, that this is an opportunity and this is a great opportunity for Canada, that we have an experienced team and they are helping me a lot over here, so it's great to be a part of it.
Well, our top two players right now, Belinda Bencic and Jill Teichmann. I think, you know, Belinda had a great last season with winning a couple tournaments and making semifinals at the Grand Slam. Now newly number 5 in the world, so with lots of confidence. And Jill Teichmann is always been a very talented young player who they're the same age, and the evolution she made, and you know, she'll be given the first time a chance to play a Fed Cup tie in singles, and